been literally raining so much in Perth, but we finally have some sunshine. So I'm so glad to be outdoors in the sun, getting a bit of vitamin D, especially since I'm still recovering. So anytime you fall like a little bit sick, it's always good to go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. Hello. Have my dog with me today, so I'm really happy to like take her out for a walk. So I haven't seen her for a while, just because it has been raining a lot. So she's been living in my parents' house because I don't have a backyard and I can't really take her out to go for walks and stuff when it's raining. So I'll be having her for a few days, and it's been really nice having her around. So a few days ago it was kind of like announced prematurely. I know she's not meant to really make a decision yet, but she made a decision early, and like, even though it's not set in stone, she pretty much said, by she, I mean the Prime Minister of New Zealand, says that they don't plan to open their borders until next year. And since the New Zealand show is in October, there is no way I can get there, unfortunately. So I'm no longer in prep for the New Zealand show. We still have Melbourne in November. So I'm back to being 12 weeks out. So I'm 12 weeks out, super ahead. So the plan hasn't changed. I'm still in prep. Obviously, Melbourne is not doing too well at the moment. They are in lockdown, but I'm staying positive and I'm continuing to prep, and I don't really lose out on anything, honestly. Like, this time, prepping just is my safe space. I don't feel like I have to give up a lot for it, or I'm like sacrificing a lot just to prep, and I feel good and I feel healthy. So I'm going to go ahead with the prep and just see what happens. There's 12 weeks, so I'm just hoping for the best, and just change a little bit of change of plans. Obviously, since I'm a bit ahead, we're going into a bit of like a reverse growing phase, I guess, for a little bit before going back into like hard cutting and stuff. So cardio has been pulled back, and I got like a slight bump in my carbs, which is obviously good, but yeah, the main thing is just having the cardio cut is the main thing that really helps me, because for me it's more like a time thing. So without having to do cardio, I have so much more time to do other things. So all is good. The prep series is going to continue, but now I'm just 12 weeks out again. Day today. We are out without the jacket, having some coffee, doing some steps, enjoying the sun. I just went on a little bit of a Coles run. Everyone who knows me knows I always shop at Woolies, but there are a few things that Coles has that Woolies just does not have. So I went to grab a few things and I'll just share it with you guys. So the main reason I went to Coles is because I'm freaking obsessed with these Beetroot Wedges that my client actually introduced to me. And
yeah, I've just been really obsessed with beetroot, but this is so good. So I went there to get this. For some reason, Woolies does not have it, only Coles does. So this was the main reason why I went there. And this is the second item that I got that obviously you saw from my previous one. So the I Am Light Sweet Chili Sauce, which again, only Coles has. The next thing is this Thai seasoning from Master Foods. So I like to use it on like my veggies, but mainly like chicken and fish. It's a really good way to kind of like season your stuff. Super easy, obviously, just the one product. So and again, only Coles has this, so I went by to grab this. I don't know why that autofocus was so bad, so I'm gonna try and do it this way. So anyways, moving on to the next item is this is one that I haven't tried. So when I go to like a different store that I haven't been to, I like to kind of like look around. So this is something I discovered today. It's a miso sesame vinaigrette. So we can definitely put that on salad or slaw. And in one serving, there's only 19 calories, and one serving is 30 mils. So that's very nice and generous portion. And again, I love my Asian flavors. I love miso, so I'm really excited to try this. This one is another one that I discovered today. So you all know I love my Fiber One bars, but found this at Coles today. It is the birthday cake flavored Fiber One. So I'm really excited. The calories are pretty much the same. It's just a different flavor that Woolies doesn't have. So I'm super excited to try this. And then the last item, obviously I'm not having this, it's for Jeremy, but if any of you guys are interested, there is the Nutrigrain Gold, which is like a honey crunch flavor. I don't know, I've never tried it before, so I will be asking him how it tastes. But this is what we found at Coles today. So we grabbed a bunch of that. I may or may not try it. I haven't been having a lot of like just cereal like that lately. I've just been trying to keep everything super clean. But if I do decide to have cereal, I'll definitely give this a try. It is now Friday the 20th of August, and I've spent the week obviously in a little bit of higher carbs, pretty much no cardio. I'm feeling good and well rested in terms of like my nervous system. In terms of sleep, because I'm at this stage where like I'm leaner, I haven't been sleeping a lot. I've just been waking up before my alarm. Like today I woke up at 4:55 and then I just kind of stayed in bed for a little bit, and I generally wake up around 5 to 5:30, like kind of get out of bed. And then I like to start my mornings really slow since I wake up super early. So I just kind of like take my time to like wash my face and like make my breakfast. I try to read a little bit or do some vacuums, but it just depends on whether Jeremy's awake or not. He's been waking up earlier as well, so I have less kind of like quiet time in the morning, even if I wake up early, because if he's awake, we'll be talking, and like our house at the moment is kind of small, so we're just kind of like, it's a little bit crazy in the morning. So right now he's gone up to the gym and I'm just chilling for a little bit before I head to work. So I have a client this morning, just one face-to-face client today, and then I'm gonna go train myself. I'm super excited because we changed up my programming a little bit. So how my programming works is there is no set blocks or set times to change. I know some people like to change their programs every like 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 24 weeks, whatever. But the way I coach and the way I'm being coached is to build like a bikini athlete physique. So we only change the program when there is a need to change the program. So I have some clients where during prep I would change it more often as their body keeps changing. So Sarah is a really good example from last season. Her body would just respond to every program change that I made. So at one point I thought like her body was getting a little bit too big and her legs were looking not as good as the upper body, so we were like kind of pulled back on the upper body a little bit, focused on the legs, and then the legs started to come in, and then I just had to keep changing stuff as her body changed to make sure she was perfect and symmetrical. So that goes with all my other clients as well on off season. In off season, generally things grow at like a kind of set pace, and then program changes are not needed that often. Like I just don't believe in like changing it because it's the 8-week mark, we gotta change it. You know, because sometimes a lot of people take plenty of weeks to really master the exercise. Each week you do it, you should be going into the gym with the mindset of like, okay, today I'm gonna do it even more perfect than last time, even better than last time, better tempo, more intent, more concentration. And I've done my last program for so long, and even when he asked, when he said we'll do a little bit of a change, I just loved my program so much, and I just saw no need to really like kind of change it. But obviously he's my coach, so he says we'll make some changes. Change is always good, because obviously you also don't want to not change things forever. Like, you don't want to have a coach and never change your program ever for like a whole year, because like, you know, your body kind of just adapts and it gets boring. So I guess boredom does play into it. At the end of the day, like, I'm a pro athlete. Boredom is not something I consider, but it is something I consider for my lifestyle clients. So for my lifestyle clients who are not competitors, I think it's important for me to keep things interesting for them so that they can keep on going with the fitness journey, because it's all about longevity, it's all about consistency, and all about long term. So that's just my general thoughts on programming. I mean, I don't even know how we got here. Like, this is not what I planned to talk about. I was just about to give you guys a bit of a prep update. So anyways, I get a program change. So that's kind of exciting. I just kind of get, the only thing I don't like about doing the same program over and over is you guys. So it's hard for me to film stuff for the YouTube, for Instagram, and it's literally the same thing. Like, I have 3 standard exercises that I do for like 2 of my leg days, and that is leg extensions, a leg press, and the hack squat. And those have been on the repeat like through all my videos. And then I just kind of feel like people probably think these are the only 3 things that I do, and then I like change things up from time to time. Or sometimes I'll simply film an exercise that is not in my program, just for like you guys, you know, again, for content, and to like kind of give people ideas on what to do if they don't have a coach and whatnot. So new program today. I started yesterday already, which I did my leg day. So today we're doing shoulders and arms. I won't film it because obviously I already just filmed a leg workout for you guys, but I'm kind of excited to hit my arms again and just kind of be working on my shoulders. This week, no weight progress. I've gone up in weight. I've gained about 500 grams, gone backwards, but it's to be expected since we pulled back a little bit. I mean, it's a bit unmotivating because I'm so used to pushing forward, making progress, pushing forward, pushing hard. But this week, because we've taken a step back and it's almost been a little bit more relaxed, which is kind of weird, because like, I still feel the prep feels because I'm lean and my body doesn't like it. But in terms of workload, not having to do that much cardio and eating an okay amount, I'm not starving, I'm not food focused. I'm hungry, but it's like manageable. So I'm hungry, but I'm not like going hypoglycemic, which it tends to happen to me. Sometimes I get a bit lightheaded, I get a bit shaky. It's quite intense, my hunger cues, but I'm just glad I don't have that. Energy is low obviously, but with the caffeine and stuff, I'm powering through, so that's not too much of an issue as well. So that should be all good. I don't know how long we'll be staying in this phase where we're like not getting leaner. It's very hard for me. I just posted photos to coach and I'm quite happy with them. I'm gonna pop them up right here so you guys can see them. I was gonna film a physique update, but here you go, here's my physique update. So that's how I currently look like. I am happy with how I'm looking, but also I kind of feel like the photos make me look better than I actually am. Like, every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't feel like I'm really ready or whatever. I don't know if it's this new light that I got, but I've been consistently taking photos with the same light anyways, just because like now it's getting really dark. When I wake up in the morning, I need some kind of artificial light to take my photos. So anyways, I've been using that, and the photos are just making me look better than I feel like I do, because every time I take the photos and I look at it, I'm like, well, I'm looking pretty good, but I don't feel that way. It's really, really odd, but it doesn't matter to me. Like I said, this time I feel like I'm just living a professional athlete's life, whether I get to compete or not. Like in the past, obviously we'll be working so hard for this one show, and now it just feels like this is what I do. Like I've done it so much now. I've done 2 preps without being able to step on stage, that like it almost just feels normal to be in prep, because I want to be a professional athlete. I am a professional athlete. I feel like I'm not a real professional athlete because I haven't got the chance to do a pro show, but it's not going to stop me from living like a professional athlete. I take everything seriously, you know.
I don't feel like I'm just prepping for this show now. This is just what I do now. I track my macros. I eat clean for like most of the part. You know, obviously we're gonna go out for dinners and stuff sometimes when we're not in prep and whatnot, but like I count my macros. I'm mindful of what I eat. I do cardio when I need to, and I weight train, and it's just not even a question, not even an issue. I never think about cheating or not following it. I don't have temptations. I just want to try and live my life as normal as possible so that I can integrate normal social stuff into my professional athlete life, and that's my current mindset. And you don't have to be a professional athlete to have this mindset. If you want to be a good athlete, if your goal is to eventually be a professional athlete, I think you can adopt this mindset as well. Live it like it's your everyday life. Like, just think about what a professional athlete will do from day to day. You know, we'll get our massage, we get our chiro adjustments. Yesterday I got like dry needling and stuff done. We do our stretching, we do our posing practice, cardio training. Doesn't really matter like when. The only thing that changes is obviously like the cardio and the macros are different, but other than that, like everything should be somewhat the same, so you don't feel too different. So whether a show happens or not, like it doesn't change me or what I do. Obviously I want to have a show to prove myself, to show you guys what I can bring, to show the judges, to show everyone that has underestimated me, for everyone who thinks like I'm just a nobody, which I mean, I currently am a nobody, okay? So it's fine if they think I'm a nobody. But I just want to show that I belong on that pro stage with the other pros, because I'm living that same professional athlete's life that they do. Like we're doing the same thing. So I just want to have a chance to show the final product and then go back to work and then continue working on an even better final product, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully you enjoyed my little prep update and this week's vlog. So, you know, things are crazy right now, and prep is the only consistent thing that I have in my life. No matter what happens in the news, no matter how many cases and lockdowns, border closures, I have a plan, and I every single day know what I'm going to do the next day in terms of food, what macros I'm going to hit, what cardio I'm going to do, what my posing routine is, and what my training session is going to be like. I know exactly what exercises, what sets, and what reps I'm going to be doing. So that gives me a lot of kind of consistency in my life, and an order and just a plan. Like I just need that right now. So if any of you are struggling, maybe you want to get a coach and get onto like a fitness program, because that really does help you if you think about it in that way. When things are so crazy, the one thing you want to know is like, tomorrow I know what macros I'm gonna be eating. Is it just me? Am I crazy? I don't know, maybe I am crazy, but let me know in the comments if you also kind of find some comfort in that kind of like accountability and having a plan. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. The vlogs will continue, and no matter what, the videos are going to keep coming. I have plans for lots of videos coming up. Obviously a lot of it also depends on whether I get to continue prepping or not, but either way, I'm really determined to keep on my YouTube game, keep making good content for you guys. Again, all suggestions and comments will help. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I'm really trying hard to hit my 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.